friends, husband and wife cooking show is back again. Today we are going to show you a really unique recipe no one has ever shown on basically in an Indian version. So this is the first time we're trying to transform this into an Indian style. Let's see how it comes out. So we need some, so this is basically called kanafe. Kanafe is technically from Middle East. Middle East meaning not from all over the Middle East, especially part of like Jordan, Syria and those kind of countries. So we visited over there, so we lived there, so we thought let's try to share it with our viewers. So let's start making it. So what we need here is vermicelli. Usually, the recipe requires white vermicelli, but white vermicelli takes longer time to cook, and this is a quick recipe, so I'm just gonna use the roasted brown vermicelli, whichever is available in the market. This is 150 grams of vermicelli, and I've broken into like 1 inch of like size. 1 inch you can break into 1 inch or maybe half inch, the way you want. And I have some kesar here and soaked up in milk. And then we have pumpkin seeds. I've churned them up a little bit. You don't have to, you can just use them as is also. And some butter. This is completely optional. If you don't have butter, you can use desi ghee also. And this is half cup of butter. And then we have elaichi. And I've taken a couple of almonds and couple of walnuts. And the elaichi, the cardamoms were like 4 cardamoms I've taken. And then we have 1 cup of sugar here to make the chashni. Definitely we're trying to make chashni here, so you need some water also. And then I have 200 grams of cheese. I've taken mozzarella cheese, but you can take any cheese whichever is available at your home at that time. So let's start making the kanafe. The main thing, the vermicelli, what I told you, I've broken it down into like 1 inch or probably 2 inch size. So we'll start mixing some butter in it. You can reduce the butter as per your dietary regulations. If you're using less butter or less ghee, you can use ghee also if the butter is not available. So I'll pour some butter in it, and I will pour the butter and start mixing it. So this has to be mixed pretty well. As you can see, the butter is getting mixed here, and we'll mix it and keep it on side. So mix it pretty well, don't break it too much, just mix it well, that's it. You don't need too much butter. So I'm saving this much butter here, you can see, for you can pour it over the top. See, it's already soaked. For 150 grams, half a cup of butter is maybe too much, but recipe requires a lot of butter and ghee, so you can use it if you really like the rich taste of it. But we try to be healthy, so this is how we start. And let's start the second process of it. We'll start making the chashni after this, the syrup. Let's start making the syrup chashni. So you can put like kevada also in it, you can put kesar also in it, you can put rose water, whichever is available at your home. There is no hard and fast rule. So we're trying to make it like a home style. This is really good recipe. So I've taken 2 cup of water here. As you can see, the water is already on in the pan, and I've taken saucepan. You can take any pan. You can take broader pan or smaller pan, but the saucepan is always good to make any kind of a chashni. So you can see I have the elaichis here. I'm pouring the elaichi in it. The elaichi is already inside, and the water is on high speed, like high heat speed, and I'm pouring all the sugar also in it, and we'll just boil it. And we'll add the kesar later on once the chashni is completely ready to go in it. So you can see the chashni, the syrup is in making, and what you have to do is technically it's gonna be like two tar chashni. So that means when you check like this, so it should create 2 wires, like 2 strings. So let's see, it's gonna take like 9 to 10 minutes, or maybe probably more than that if you have a low heat. So I'm just gonna keep stirring it. It's gonna make it quicker. but if you leave it, it's gonna take a little longer. So the idea to make it quicker is to keep stirring it. So I'm stirring it. Let's connect in few minutes and see where it goes. So it's been like 10 minutes and you can see the syrup is ready. It's golden color now, and I'm gonna add the milk in it. Once you add the milk, the color will change and it will become little white, and it will clean up the sugar dirt also, and the kesar will thrive in the chashni. So you can see that this chashni will have a lot of kesar like fragrance in it, aroma in it. So make sure all the kesar is inside and properly, because it's pretty expensive thing everywhere. Kesar is like a gold. So real kesar, you can find flavors and things like that, but real kesar is really gold. So you can see this syrup is ready. See, like this. So let's start making the kanafe. So our chashni is ready. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna filter it, because the cleansing process is done. So I'm filtering it with the strainer. I've taken a chai channi, so all the dirt, the milk has cleaned it up, and you have a crystal kesar flavor. So you can see all the dirt is up here, and it's already filtered. We'll shake it a little bit, so all the extra syrup is gonna go down, and we'll make sure that the syrup is properly used. So you can see this is done completely, and it's been filtered out. All the syrup is already down there. So we'll start making the kanafe now. Let's start making the kanafe. So I've taken a 8-inch pan here, and I'm trying to spread all this vermicelli I've taken. So you will take half vermicelli and start spreading it, and leave the half to put it on top. You really have to press it down. You can make it on pan, and you can make it in the oven also. There are two ways to make it, and either way, whichever way you are comfortable, you can make it. But when you make it on the gas, you really have to be cooking it on a slow heat. It's gonna take only few minutes to start, and if you overheat it, it's gonna burn, because our vermicelli is already cooked. So if you overheat it and you use extra heat, then it's gonna burn. So this is 8-inch pan, and then we'll add the cheese in the center. It's 200-gram cheese is going in the center. You can see as per your pan's requirement. Press it down as much as you can with hand or anything. And then apply the rest of the cheese, the rest of the vermicelli on top. Spread it properly, and then make sure that it's completely patted down. You really have to press it down. and we'll just use a oven. You can also use a gas also, but you really have to be careful on the gas. So I'm using oven here, and I've taken 300 Fahrenheit, which is you know, completely like a calm environment for this. It's gonna take like 5 to 10 minutes. It's gonna be done. So I baked it for like 10 minutes, and you can see, you know, it's already, the cheese is already melted. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm gonna toss it and toast it on the other side. So I'm gonna just flip it and see if it is done correctly. And now I will toast the other side of the, so this is the side which was at the bottom. Now I'm putting it on the, putting the other side also, and you can see this is already brown and completely roasted, and this will be done soon. If this is not done, like, you know, cheese is already melted, we can also make it on the gas also, so that, you know, this is already the color, if you want a darker color or something, that will come. So, you know, I've already baked it. So now I'm going to roast it on the gas or the stove. So the cheese is already melted, and I'm roasting it on the stove. This will, you know, give it a little bit like a golden color, and then we'll pour the syrup on it. Since we are using it, you know, the roasted vermicelli, we don't have to, you know, invest too much time in it, and this is completely done. I'm just trying to make it more firm, so the both sides of vermicellis have even, you know, roasting. So few minutes and this will be done. You can see the cheese is already melted here, and this should be done in few minutes. You can see this is getting roasted, and I'm moving it just to make sure, you know, this is getting done. So you can, so this means it's done. So now I'm just gonna pour it on a pan and start pouring the, I'm just gonna lay it on the pan and put the syrup. I like to put, maybe roast it a little bit more on the other side, so let's do that. So you can see the golden color of it, and now I'm gonna roast it on the other side on the pan. So, and you can, you know, shake it and let it do, let's do this for like 3 minutes, and this will be done. You can see that this side is also done. It's been 2 minutes. I'm sure the other side is also done because it's moving. So I'm just gonna let it rest for a few minutes on a plate, and when you pour the chashni or the syrup on it, the chashni should be warm and this should be also warm. Otherwise it's just gonna, you know, not give you that texture we're trying to achieve here. So you can see the other side of it. You can see, you know, the browning is done, and now this is hot, and when it becomes little, you know, like a warm, you can touch it and see, and then you're gonna put the chashni on it. So I'm already warming up my, you know, chashni, the syrup, and then I'm just gonna pour it afterwards on it. So this is already, you know, warm. It's been out from the gas for like couple of minutes, like 6 to 7 minutes, and I've already filtered the chashni. I'm just gonna pour it here, and I'm gonna start pouring it slowly, gently with a spoon. You don't have to use the entire chashni. I mean, you can save it and put it like whenever you eat it. You can make it a bigger one also. You can make a bigger kanafe too. I mean, you don't have to make a smaller version like we made. And I'll try to pour as much as, you know, chashni we should. And leave it for a couple of minutes, and then when it's little bit, you know, rested, and then we'll eat, and I'll show you how to cut it and how the cheese should come out. Let's start cutting it and see how it is done. So when you cut it, you have to cut it like, you know, start from here. You don't have to, but I'll start from here, so that way, you know, when we cut it like this, the chashni is gonna go in the center of the kanafe too. So we'll use like small portions. So I'm gonna cut it like in small, like small pieces. See, the chashni is already going inside the kanafe, and we'll make more smaller. You can use pizza cutter also for this. And if you want to pour more chashni, you can pour more chashni also on top of that. So this is how it's done. Now I'm going to serve it. So guys, this has been served. You can see from close angle. I've garnished it with some pumpkin seed, the green ones, and you can see some almonds here, some the walnuts here. And this is always eaten hot. So if you really like this video, try this recipe and let us know how did it go. Leave us comments and subscribe our channel, give us thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.